Swing Shift Big Band here at the Flatiron Markham Theatre for a tribute to Count Basie.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying live music on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Has it started snowing yet? Yeah, okay. But it's nice and sunny and warm in here, and it's all good for at least a couple of hours. So my name is Jim John. You're listening to Swing Shift Big Band, and the opening number was All of Me, featuring Carol Olson on the piano. So I'm just going to tell you a very quick little history lesson on Count Basie, and then we're going to get into lots of music. Bill Basie was born on August 21st, 1904 in Red Bank, New Jersey. He wasn't a very good student, but somehow he was drawn instinctively to the piano, and while he was still in shorts, as they used to say back then, he began playing ragtime with his own pickup band at dances, fish fries, and pig roasts. Barely out of his teens, he made his way to New York City in search of opportunity, and he made his professional start in music playing piano at vaudeville acts and at a silent movie house. And he started playing in various bands along the way. In 1935, he formed his own band with a famous rhythm section that everyone grew to love over the next 50 years. Freddie Green on guitar, Walter Page on bass, and Joe Jones on drums. He really did have an incredible list of who's who for musicians that passed through his band through all the years, and they all contributed to the 151 fabulous recordings that he made over his career. He was a band leader for almost 50 years. which was just amazing. He passed away on April 26, 1984, at the age of 79 from cancer. But he left behind a legacy that is really unmatched by any band leader. He won 9 Grammys. He has 4 recordings in the Grammy Hall of Fame, which were in 1939, Lester Leaps In, 55, Every Day I Have the Blues, again in 55, April in Paris, and in 1937, the 1 O'Clock Jump. And by the way, we're going to do at least 3 of those this afternoon. Basie Band was also featured in 5 movies over the years. The latest one was everybody remember the movie called Blazing Saddles? Remember that scene when the band was playing in the desert? And there's Cleavon Little on his horse. He's got his Gucci saddlebags and his shiny sheriff's badge, and he's riding through the desert. And there's Basie playing April in Paris. I'm not really sure why the heck he was there, but he recorded 106 albums with his big band, 29 without the big band, much smaller groups ranging from trio to 8-piece. And after Basie passed away, the band went on to record another 16 albums. So, enough of that little history lesson. We're going to carry on with the music. This next tune was from 1925 originally. This is a version from 1977 Basie did. It was the theme song for the Harlem Globetrotters. They started using, not this version, but the Brother Bones recording in '52 for the Harlem Globetrotters. Here we go with a great tune called Sweet Georgia Brown. All right. Thank you so much, Sweet Georgia Brown. That was the Sammy Nesco arrangement, and that featured Jeff Pagine on the tenor saxophone. Now, for you folks that were here for last year's show when we did a tribute to Sinatra, you are very familiar with this next young man we're going to bring out. We have two fabulous vocalists here this afternoon. Cal Dodd was born in Ireland into a musical family. He began singing as a toddler, and he's never stopped. Cal's remembered as the co-host, along with Charisse Lawrence, of the TV show Circus, and we're going to talk much more about that later on. He then ventured into voice acting. He's performed on stage, on radio, on both sides of the camera, and is best known and loved around the world for the character he created and performed as Wolverine from the Marvel Comics X-Men. He really is one of the busiest voiceover and jingle artists in Canada. Cal can be heard daily on radio and television spots and known as the King of Jingles. In addition to hearing his speaking voice promoting products, his vocals can be heard in such memorable spots as the TD Bank's Pennies from Heaven. He's the voice of Ford, and he has a fabulous CD recorded here in Toronto just a couple years ago that will be on sale at the intermission. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the microphone Mr. Cal Dodd.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, all right, okay, you win. I'm in love with you. Well, all right, okay, you win. Baby, what can I do? I'll do anything you say. You know it's just got to be that way. Well, all right, okay, you win. I'm in love with you, all right, okay. You win. Now, baby, what can I do? Anything you say, I'll do. Just as long as it's me and you. First thing every morning, you got to wake me with a kiss to make up for all of the loving that you have made me miss. Well, all right, okay, you win. I'm in love with you, all right, okay, you win. Oh, baby, what can I do? I'll do anything you say. You know it's just got to be that way. Go! And all that I want from you, baby, love me like I love you, and that will not be hard to do. But all right, okay, you win. What are you waiting for? Well, all right, okay, you win. But baby, one thing more, if I'm gonna be your man, pretty baby, take me by the hand. Well, all right, okay, you win. Oh, all right, okay, you win. Baby, what can I do? If I'm gonna be your man, pretty baby, take me by the hand. Well, all right, okay, you win. Okay, you win.
Cal Dodd, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, way to go.
Yes.
Now, I thought I was saying something about that tune.
As soon as we
Jeff
started
counted
the song,
it in, didn't he?
Well, I told him to.
Yeah. You
So
see,
that-
this will happen all during the evening. He will try and ruin the evening for all you people. Every other tune. I was just going to say on that tune, I had the privilege of seeing, well, there are two people that sang many versions of this tune. Joe Williams, of course, and I was going to say Bette Midler, but now you've really confused me. What's her name? Peggy Lee. And they were both in town, not singing this song, although they both recorded it. But Joe was in town to sing Carlsberg Light, which is a direct cop of this tune. So, Carlsberg Light, all right, well, it's here, and it's one great beer. Carlsberg Light, all right, but it's here, baby. No, so it's a copy of that tune. And of course, Peggy was in town doing Labatt's Blue. Blue smiles along with you. Remember the big balloons? They used to fly, those great commercials. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that tune.
Thank you, Cal. Thank you very much.
It's not important anymore. Suppose you want me to sing another one?
Well, let's do another Joe Williams tune.
No.
Pretty Please?
Ray Charles recorded this too.
I know.
Okay, so maybe I'll just mishmash of the thing. Because Joe, I can't do Joe.
Joe did record this with Basie on a great album called Count Basie at Newport from July of 1957, a great live album produced by Norman Granz. But you can pretend you're somebody else if you want to sing this. That's all right with us.
Okay, I'll pretend I'm me.
All right, here we go.
Pardon? I'm good now, yeah. No more stories. Pick me a town in any clime where people like a rockin' time and stay awake both day and night till everybody's feeling good and right. Then throw me smack dab in the middle, hurl me smack dab in the middle, hurl me smack dab in the middle, and let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. 10 Cadillacs and a diamond mill, 10 suits of clothes to dress to kill, a 10-room house and some barbecues, and 50 chicks not over 22. Then hurl me smack dab in the middle, toss me smack dab in the middle, hurl me smack dab in the middle, so I can rock and roll to satisfy my soul. Rock and roll. A lot of bread and gangs of meat, oodles of butter and something sweet, gallons of coffee to wash it all down, and my carbonated soda by the pound. Then throw me smack dab in the middle, hurl me smack dab in the middle, toss me smack a dab in the middle, so I can swing this thing and satisfy my soul. I want the swing shift band and 100 chorus girls, a street that's paved with natural pearls. Bring me a wagon load of bonds and stocks, then open up the door at Fort Knox and throw me smack dab in the middle, hurl me smack dab in the middle, toss me smack dab in the middle, so I can rock and roll to satisfy my soul. Let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. Let me swing this thing to satisfy my soul. Yeah, like that. That's good.
Cal Dodd, ladies and gentlemen.
You see, I have to go already. Bye. Bye.
Cal will be back with lots more. Don't fret about that. You know, I've read a lot about Count Basie. I actually bought his autobiography to prepare for this, and everything I've ever read and heard about Basie, he was just a nice guy. He was always mellow and easygoing. Yes, he loved the ponies a little bit, and of course his good friends, Mr. Scotch and Mr. Bourbon, they did tend to hang around a lot. But he rarely acted out, not like Sinatra and some of those other guys. He was really loved by everybody. Buddy Rich was a good friend of his, Glenn Miller. Those two guys really weren't liked by their bandmates, but Count Basie was, very much so. But one night at the Plantation Club in Los Angeles, probably around 1944, he had Tommy Dorsey sitting in with him. Buddy Rich was sitting on drums, and the place was just hopping. Then along came Art Tatum, the famous pianist, who saw these superstars sitting in with Basie. So he walked right up on the stage and approached Basie and said, "Hey man, can I sit in with you?" And Basie basically ran him off of the stage. He just didn't want to be upstaged probably by one of the world's greatest piano players. And I suspect that Mr. Scotch and Mr. Bourbon maybe influenced a little bit too when he ran him off the stage, because it was kind of unlike Mr. Basie. We've got a tune from 1942 we're going to do for you right now. Earl Warren played lead alto sax with the Basie Band from 37 to 49, really the formative years and their heydays. And he wrote this next song. It became a smash hit for the band from 1942 by Earl Warren. This is called the 920 Special. Ah, just like that. The 920 Special from 1942 that featured Carol Olson on the piano, Dave Cools on the tenor sax, and Jim Shea on the trumpet. Now, Basie had the privilege to work with some of the most talented arrangers on the planet. Names like Frank Foster, Quincy Jones, Benny Carter, Sammy Nestico, Johnny Mandel, Oliver Nelson, Thad Jones, Ernie Wilkins, and this next gentleman, Neil Hefti. He was a jazz trumpeter, a composer, a writer, arranger, and he wrote the music for the Batman TV series of the 1960s. I'm sure you remember that. In the 68 film, The Odd Couple. Everybody remember that? What was that? Jack Klugman and... Oh, that was the TV show. Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, that's right. And then he also wrote the music for the TV series after that called The Odd Couple. And he wrote this next tune. He wrote two big hits for Basie. Cute was one of them. And this next one was called Little Darlin'. Wow, thank you so much. Isn't that a gorgeous tune? And that featured Kevin Thompson on the trumpet, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when Bill Basie was leading his first big band that was called the Cherry Blossom Orchestra at the Eblin Theater in about 1933, he gave himself a nickname. And this was the first time that anyone had heard this before. For him, he called himself Count to fit in with titles like Duke Ellington, the First Lady of Song, which was Ella, of course, the King of Swing, Benny Goodman, King Oliver, Earl Hines, Baron Lee, the Prez, which was Lester Young, Father Time, Freddie Green, and so on. This was about 4 years before stories surfaced about how a Kansas City radio announcer gave the name to Bill, but according to Basie's autobiography, that's how it really happened. I'm sure he didn't realize it at the time, but Basie was well on the way to shaping musical history by that one simple act of giving himself a proper nickname. Whatever happened to nicknames? Nobody has nicknames anymore. Other than when somebody makes you upset, you call them bad names, but not really nicknames, you know. Here we go with a tune you can find on a 1971 studio album by Count Basie and his orchestra. The album was called Have a Nice Day, and all the music was composed and arranged by Mr. Sammy Nestico. And what a fabulous guy. He just turned 90 not that long ago. Here we go with a tune called This Way. Oh, thank you so much. What a great song that featured Bob Clegg on the trumpet, Mike Lewis in the alto sax, and again, Carol Olson on the piano. And now it's time to bring out our second vocalist. Cherise Lawrence was born in Selkirk, Manitoba, and much like Cal, at the age of 3, she had begun to display her great musical talent. And as a teenager, she began writing and performing songs and received an award at the American Song Festival for original composition in 1977. The very next year, Cherise set out to develop her music career in Toronto, where she auditioned and was chosen the host of the internationally syndicated TV program Circus. And again, more about that later on. And Cherise went on from there to appear in TV shows such as The Tommy Hunter Show, Big Sky Country, Pete's Place, that starred Pete Barbuti, but he had all kinds of guest stars with him, like Barbie Benton, John Candy, Phyllis Diller, Howie Mandel, Della Reese, Sybil Shepherd, Connie Stevens, Henny Youngman, and the list just goes on and on from there. And in 1986, she represented Luxembourg at the Eurovision Song Contest. Her song L'amour de ma vie, which translates to the love of my life, finished in the top 3. Cherise now makes her home in Huntsville, Ontario, where she continues to perform. She directs musical plays in the Huntsville Youth Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the microphone, Cherise Lawrence.
Come on along and listen to the lullaby of Broadway, the hip hooray and ballyhoo, the lullaby of Broadway, the rumble of the subway town, the rattle of the taxis, the daffodils who entertain, at Angelo's and Maxie's when a Broadway baby says goodnight. It's early in the morning, Manhattan babies don't sleep tight until the dawn. Good night, baby. Good night. Let's call it a day. Sleep tight, baby. Sleep tight. Let's call it a day. Come on along and listen to the lullaby of Broadway, the hoop-de-hoo and hi-de-hoo, the bell of Broadway. The band begins to play to town, and everyone goes crazy. Rock-a-bye your baby round, till everything gets hazy. Hush-a-bye, I'll buy you this and that, you hear a daddy saying. Then baby goes home to her flat to sleep all day. Good night, baby. Good night, milkman's on his way. Sleep tight, baby. Sleep tight. Let's call it a day. Listen to the lullaby of Broadway.
Cherise Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a great privilege to be here today. I don't get south very often anymore. And this is a lovely theater. And thank you all for coming. It's wonderful to have such a great audience. We're going to do a song right now. This is a Count Basie song, isn't it? It's one that I'm not so familiar with. Hence, I'm at that wonderful age.
You're 29, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, you did the TV show 31 years ago. Okay, so you're...
Never mind. No one's counting.
Actually, Diane Scher recorded this with the Count Basie Orchestra in 1987, and that was a terrific album. If anyone wants to pick up a great Basie album along with Diane Scher, another terrific vocalist, that's where this is from.
And it's called I Just Found Out About Love. And I'm not kidding. close in my arms, and I like it, I like it. Oh, what a wonderful future I see. It's a one-time moment, it's a lifetime deal. Somehow I feel that it's real. I can tell by the way that I feel right now. I'm living it up and I like it. Yes, I like it. Hey, you, give me a clue. What's love do? Engine and you, and feels like you could be liking it too. It's a lifetime deal. Somehow I know that it's real. I can tell by the way that I feel. Well, right now I'm living it up and I like it. Yes, I like it. Hey, you, give me a clue. What's love doing to you? It looks like you could be liking it too. Well, it looks like you could be liking it too. Thank you.
Cherise Lawrence, folks. Oh, thank you so much. And again, Cherise will be back with lots more. Right now, we're going to do a tune that in 1935, Basie was told that he had to visit a club to hear this fabulous guitar player. And Basie became an immediate fan. He offered him a job right on the spot, and history was made. Freddie Green was a pivotal part of the Count Basie band for the next 50 years. He wrote this next tune, and he has a cute little quote that I like. He said, "You should never hear the guitar by itself. It should be part of the drum, so it sounds like the drummer is playing chords, like the snare is in A or the hi-hat is in like D minor or something." So I kind of like that. Too bad, you know, Jimi Hendrix and guys like that didn't listen, or maybe it's a good thing, I don't know. But for big band music, I agree. That's absolutely the way it should be, and we've definitely got a great a substitute here for Freddie Green in the way of Norm Stewart here with us this afternoon. Here we go with a tune that, thank you. Again, Freddie Green wrote this in 1956. Here we go with a tune called "A Corner Pocket." classic early Count Basie from 1956. And that featured Jim Shea on the flugelhorn, ladies and gentlemen, and Jeff Pagine on the tenor saxophone. Now, in 1954, Count Basie finally got a chance to make his first trip to Europe. The band had become big enough that they were now traveling the world. But he really didn't like flying much, so once again, he enlisted the help of his good friends, Mr. Scotch and Mr. Bourbon. But he said, I really can't say that either one ever really helped me. Maybe some, not much, not enough. Basie really, truly was a man of few words. He didn't like speaking on the microphone. He was a very quiet individual, but that was the one quote I got a bit of a kick out of. This next tune is from a 1983 studio album by Count Basie and his orchestra. This was the last recording that Basie made with the big band before he passed away April 26, 1984 at the age of 79. So yeah, this is one of his last and a really, really good one. We really enjoy playing this one. It's kind of a fun, it's got a different kind of a funky feel to it, but oh so typical Basie. This is called Fancy Pants. All right, there you have it. Fancy Pants by Sammy Netsnikow, Count Basie and the orchestra, and that featured, again, Mr. Jim Shea on trumpet. And I have to pay tribute here to Mr. Noel Methvin, who was edged out a little bit by Mr. Solo Hog there, Jim Shea. And Mike Colson on the trombone. Well, I cannot believe how fast this first hour has gone. It's truly astounding. So this next song will be the end of the first half of the show. We're going to take a 20-minute intermission where we will be selling our CDs in the lobby. They are only $15 each, and we've got a special deal on today. If you buy one of each, you get two for $25. So, and all the proceeds go towards our next recording, which will hopefully be near the end of this year. And I forgot to ask Hal if he brought his CDs. If you guys remember, if you were here last year, he brought his CDs with him, and they sold out. So I don't know if he brought any more with him or not, but check it out in the lobby on the intermission. And this next tune, well, the band had a regular gig at the Woodside Hotel in New York City around 1937, 1938. They worked on a lot of new material then, and they rehearsed in the basement of the hotel. And that's when Count Basie took credit for writing this next tune, although I'd imagine that he had some help with it. But it was certainly a smash hit and became one of their signature tunes, made them an international success, a classic Count Basie tune called Jumpin' at the Woodside. Mike Lewis on the alto saxophone. Rob Williams on the trombone. Dave Cools on the tenor sax. And Norm Stewart on the guitar. And Daryl Knox on the drums. So again, folks, we're going to take a 20-minute intermission. We're going to be back with lots more, including a reunion that is 31 years in the making. So thank you so much. We'll see you soon.